a fun, what I think might be stupid game. For lack of a better title. And this is a game, by the way, all three of us can play.
All right.
This is called Judge Jenners. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to accuse somebody on the show of something, and then it's the other members of the show's job to guess, are they guilty or not guilty of this thing? Like, for instance, before you give me your answer, the first one is Robert Horry. You stand accused of name dropping yourself or one of your teammates to get into a restaurant or a club. So before you give your answer, B-Dog or I have to guess, are you guilty or not guilty of this? And then you can tell us if you are or you're not. So what do you think, B-Dog? Has Robert Horry name dropped himself or someone else?
Guilty.
You say guilty? I'm actually going to do the same. I'm going to roll guilty on this. I think you've done this.
Me personally?
Yes.
You said it before.
Have you ever name dropped yourself or a teammate?
Never a teammate. Never a teammate. I've never name dropped a teammate, but I've name dropped myself where I call a restaurant and be like, yo, I got Robert Horry coming to the restaurant.
Oh, you called.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You called as your own assistant?
Yeah.
Hi, yeah. I've got Robert Horry coming tonight. We could just get a table. Like, oh.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny though? My wife gets so mad at me because I won't do it a lot. I won't do it. I'll actually go on Open Table and make her reservations through Open Table. Can you believe that? I'll call the restaurant and say, hey, and I've called a couple of times with a guy like, he'll call back like, is this the Robert Horry? And it's always funny when they always put the in front of your name. Is this the Robert Horry? Well, there's three of us, so I'm one of them. Yes.
There are other members of us out there. The Horry family is more than just me. Mm-hmm. All right, so you are guilty of that. All right, B-Dog. So this would be for me and Rob. Okay. B-Dog, you stand accused of faking an illness or an injury to get out of a date. Rob, do you think that he's guilty or not guilty? Faking an illness or an injury to get out of a date?
Well, we know he just came off an injury, so that's not really
I said faking. Yeah, I said faking.
So I would say, B-Dog is too nice of a guy. I would say not guilty. He's not going to fake anything.
I'm going to go with you. I don't think you've done this. I think that's a not guilty. I don't think you've ever faked it to get out of a date. I think you're just too honest. You'd be like, no, we're not doing this.
Yeah, I'm not. You're right. I'm not going to fake an injury or an illness because my thing is then I don't want you turning around, especially with an injury, coming around asking, well, how you feeling? Are you good? No, I'm not.
Now you're living a perpetual lie. Yeah.
Right. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I have.
Have you?
Yes.
Oh, you prick. You faked an injury?
Yeah, I faked an illness. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I got food poisoning. I can't go.
Hold on. What was the illness?
I just said I had a really bad cold sinus infection. So
how long did that last?
Just a day. But see, his thing is, you always
every
go
time
with
she calls, he's got.
You always go with something that you use the same illness. Oh, see, like a sinus infection. Oh, I had those as a kid, so I just say I had a real bad sinus infection. I got a headache. I'm not feeling good.
Yeah.
And then they show up at your house with some soup. Tell me, hopefully this man like, what the fuck you doing at my house?
See,
why'd you bring soup?
That's the thing.
Oh, that's right. No, I got a sinus infection. Oh yeah, yeah.
It's never gonna end there. It's always going to continue, especially if they like you. It's going to continue.
Your life is a lie. Now that's what happens. Now everything's a lie.
Yep.
All right. I stand accused of giving a nickname to my junk. Guilty?
Oh, you guilty
or not guilty?
It's not a white boy live. They named they junk.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
So wait a minute. Black people don't nickname their junk?
I'm not saying that, but we're not on trial. We're not the one on trial here, sir.
I've never named Stanley.
Yeah, I'm guilty. Yeah.
Should we go further with that and ask the name?
I'll tell you the story. I didn't give it the nickname. Shaq did.
Oh Lord.
He was on Adam Carolla's show promoting our old podcast, and he said he did a podcast with John Kincaid and Rob Jenkins.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who the fuck is Rob Jenkins? Like, who is this? He's like, sorry, I forgot your name. So my wife Shannon has now always referred to it as Mr. Jenkins. So Shaq has nicknamed my dick. So there.
Oh no!
That's even worse than giving it.
Oh, man! Another man nicknamed your tallywhacker,
Mr. Jenkins. All right, Robert Horry, you stand accused of spending a large amount of money on an apology gift to your wife.
Ooh.
B-Dog, is he guilty or is he not guilty?
I am going to say.
Can I take a time? Was it the first wife or the current wife?
I was just about to go there.
Any wife. Let's keep it with any wife.
I'm gonna say guilty.
See, yeah. I'm going to say guilty because you've been through a marriage and one that hasn't gone well in the past. I feel like there's that attempt to try and maybe jewelry or flowers will save this. I'm going to say guilty.
I'm going to say that maybe not on the same scale, but I'm going to say you bought something expensive for your current wife.
Well,
wait, she wants a fucking Bentley. Of course he has.
Both of you are wrong. I don't buy apology gifts because I'm never fucking wrong. Because shit. Hey, I'm never wrong, and I never do anything to be wrong, so I don't have to apologize for shit, man.
Okay.
Hey, you better buy me a damn gift because I am a saint when it comes to being a husband.
Okay.
Wow.
Let me ask this question then. Whether it be your first wife or your current wife, outside of a house, outside of well, I guess you can put a car in there. But outside of the house, what's the most expensive gift you bought?
My first wife, because you gotta understand, I was making a shitload of money.
Right.
I bought her a convertible Bentley.
Okay.
All right.
That was for her birthday.
Jewelry or anything like that, or no? Have you ever
Jewelry
gone over
was
the top on jewelry?
Jewelry was always, here's the thing about, women, you can buy them jewelry. And my wife now, I bought her this, me and Christian got her this diamond necklace for what I think like 4 Christmases ago or something like that. Really, really nice, kind of expensive. And she's worn it once. But her excuse is, well, it's been COVID. I had nowhere to go. And I like, even these shoes I got her some YSLs. I said, you know what? I could come home one day and you can have nothing but the necklace and shoes on. You can wear it like that. It's like, we ain't got to go out. But so
it's true.
Yeah.
I do, by the way, applause for saying Christian and I got her that bullfuckingshit.com.
It was
got that.
It was Christian's idea.
Christian
but
throwing like what,
it was my
$5?
idea. I just put Christian's name on it. But
of course. He drove me to the mall, so he gets credit. Come on. All right, B-Dog, you stand accused of getting caught staring at a woman's breasts and being called out for it. He stands accused of getting caught staring at a woman's breasts. What do you think, Rob? Is he guilty or is he not guilty?
I'm going to go with the nice guy thing. I think he stared at some titties before.
But he's been caught.
He stared at plenty of titties, but I don't think he's gotten caught, and I don't think someone has ever said anything. So I'm going to say not guilty.
I'm going to say that you are correct in that every one of us has been staring at some titties in our time. The question is, has he been caught?
He has. I don't think he's ever been caught.
I'm going to say guilty. I'm going to say at least because I've been caught. So at least one point in your life, you catch a glint.
Did your wife call you out? Is a difference.
Oh, no. It was a friend of mine in college.
Oh, okay.
I got called out. My wife calls me out on it all the time, but at that point, I don't care. I'm like, yes, of course I'm staring at them. I'm invested in them. So therefore, I'm allowed to stare at them.
Yeah.
I'm going to say you have been caught.
It's not guilty.
Oh, come on.
Hold on, but wait. It's not guilty for this. Oh, I've been caught staring. I'm a booty man. So I've been caught staring. I've been caught staring. You're walking and something going by and in my head.
Hey, I'm the same way. That ass get to shaking. I'm like, it's like a magnet.
Hey, sometimes when you see that left, right, your head turn left, right.
Hit them hydraulics for me, girl.
Shake that ass. Let me see what you got.
It's not guilty for this, but if it was rephrased to say booty, it'd definitely be guilty.
Oh, no.
You looking at my ass?
Yes, I am.
You want the truth or a lie?
All right. I have been accused of having sex in a public place.
I'll say
guilty or not.
I'm gonna say not guilty. I don't see.
First of all, this dude is white. He went to college and he drank. And my first experience at Alabama, I come out the dorm.
Does everything come back to me being white?
There's a couple having sex on the car. And I'm like, dude, we walking by. He like, I don't care. And she didn't care. So I'm going to say guilty.
Okay.
For some reason, I'm saying not guilty.
Yeah, I ain't got the balls for that. Not guilty. No, I just don't. Not physically. I'm just saying mentally. I don't have the balls for that. I don't. I just don't have it in me. But I will give you credit. In the last week, we've had 3 instances of fans having sex at a baseball game.
Yep.
Yeah.
All of them white. All of them.
See?
Every one of them. That is white people shit. Sex in public is very much white people
So
shit. You're right.
Does having sex in the car at a park count as public?
Oh,
Technically,
I'm gonna say probably not,
Okay.
because you're enclosed. It's a private setting,
yeah, but
you're in a public place.
I'm gonna say yeah, because even though it's in the confinements of your car, there have been many people who've been caught.
That's
Unless
true.
your windows are tinted,
That's
people
true.
can see in your car.
And the cop
True.
knocks on the window. Excuse me.
Excuse me. What are you guys doing?
And I guess depending on where you are, that could be seen as public indecent
Well, I will be
exposure.
guilty of this.
Okay. Yeah. I've gotten down in the car before, but it was always like at my apartment or parked behind a friend's house or something. It was never like out and just like in the middle of a baseball stadium, like just in a public parking lot or anything like that. But all right, interesting. All right, a couple more here. Robert Horry, you stand accused of getting a buddy to lie for you to get you out of trouble.
Guilty.
Guilty or not guilty?
Lock him
B-Dog
up.
dives right in.
Throw away the key.
Put his ass in jail.
Throw him away.
Yeah, I'm gonna say guilt. I'm gonna say you've called in a favor for whatever reason. You've called in a
That's
buddy to be
every
like,
dude in America,
yo,
man.
I was with you last night. Like, okay. Yeah.
Hey, your car broke down and I had to help you, dude. Remember? I had to use my AAA.
Remember that? That's why our hands were all greasy, because I had to help you. Yeah, remember?
Hey, that lipstick that was on my shirt, remember, she hugged me, right?
Remember that? Yeah. Well, you wore perfume out on our
went at the strip club.
Yeah.
We went at the strip club.
No. Remember, you had all that glitter in the back of your car, and I just kind of got it. Yeah. So guilty.
Guilty.
Yeah, I think all of us at one point or another are probably guilty of that one. All right, B-Dog, you stand accused of breaking up with a woman over text message. Guilty or not guilty? What do you think, Rob? Has he ever broken up with a girl on text?
I know people are gonna say you keep playing this nice guy role, but I don't think B-Dog. B-Dog, I don't think you, because you know what will happen if a woman, you break her text, she gonna hear that. Motherfucker, you gonna break up with me over text? No, you gonna say that to my face.
Yeah.
And so I think he would just, not text, but over phone.
Over a phone?
Over phone call.
Over the phone
text.
is viable. Yeah, I'm gonna go not guilty as well. I think you got a little bit more respect than that.
Y'all both look at y'all know me so well. I'm not doing that via text. You're gonna hear my voice, or I'm gonna tell you this in person. Now, in person may be dangerous. Well, it might be dangerous because of the way you may react, but you'll at the least talk over the phone, FaceTime, or we're gonna do this in person.
I just do it over the phone. I ain't want to FaceTime you because you start crying and I'm like play the sympathy card. Okay, let's give it another try.
No, you never did the MO of going to a public place like a restaurant or something or a bar, and that's where you do it, just because then the scene is that much more uncomfortable.
For a while, I only dated black women, so you can't do that with a black woman in a public place, man. Oh no, hell, you didn't bring me here and think I ain't gonna act up.
White women just cry and go to the bathroom. She's been in the bathroom for a while. She's crying.
Right.
All right, last one was on me. I stand accused of going through my wife's phone.
I don't think you got the gall to do that.
Or not guilty.
I must say guilty because I've met your wife and you kind of an overachiever.
You're saying I outkicked my coverage. I need to protect what I've got.
Exactly.
I don't think you've done it.
Who is this? Is this? I don't know who this doctor says. I'm erase that number. It ain't one of my doctors. It might be some guy trying to move in on my. So I'm gonna say guilty.
Okay. B-Dog's saying not guilty. Yeah, B-Dog's right on this one. Not guilty. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I ain't got the balls.
You ain't got it.
I ain't got it in me. I like to have fun. I am non-confrontational. I do not want to get in a fight about this. My nightmare is me having the backbone enough to try and do it, and her walking into the room with her phone in my hand, like I wasn't doing, because that's a fight. I don't want to live through.
The line is, I was checking the weather in Cupertino.
Yeah, because you got an iPhone. Yeah, exactly right.
Hey, so I had a friend. He walked in. His girlfriend was looking through his phone. She said, "Oh no, I was just checking the weather in Cupertino." And I'm like, "What? You don't even know what fucking Cupertino is? Why are you looking at Cupertino?"
Yeah.
You know, because when the iPhone first comes out, it has
Everybody's
Cupertino
in.
there.
Yep. Have you ever gone through your wife's phone?
Yeah,
I believe you, Horry. I believe you.
because I'm nosy. I want to know. I want to know if she's saying something. She's trying to plan a party, talk to her girlfriends about me, or what kind of money she's spending. So I'm going through her phone,
All right.
man.
Well, let me ask you this. So
You have to go through her phone for that?
So
I haven't gone through it in a long time though. So
Okay.
yesterday. So a friend of mine had asked this. Like, he was like, okay, when it comes to going through phones, who do you think would be hurt more? Would it be a woman going through a man's phone or a man going through a woman's phone? Which gender would be hurt the most?
I think a man would be hurt the most because men have bigger egos and they think, oh, there ain't nobody out there better than me. And so when they go through that phone and see, oh, you got Tom, Dick, and Harry right here that's a little better than you, that fucking ego gets shattered, man. You know, a woman goes through it with expectations. Oh, I know this motherfucker talking to somebody. Hold on. Oh, who is Terry? And look, Terry, like, I don't know if Terry a man or a woman. So let me look at his messages. Let me look.
Why is he texting Pizza Hut? Why Pizza Hut text? Since when did Pizza Hut text back?
I was ordering food. Shut up. They're good wings.